Hi everyone, welcome back to English Online. Today's communication lesson is about making and responding to complaints. First of all, what is a complaint? Simply speaking, a complaint is a statement that something is wrong or not good enough. Let's look at some examples where the word complaint is used. We've received a complaint from one of our listeners about offensive language. So, as we said in the definition, a complaint is usually about something that is wrong or not good enough. In this case, it is about offensive language, which is bad or vulgar language that should not be used around other people. Another example, I've made a complaint to the police about the noise. So, let's say that your neighbor is making loud noises. You're going to make complaints to the police, maybe to your neighbor first and then to the police. Another example is, we've had complaints that you've been playing your radio too loud. Okay? And the last example, the manufacturers have received a long list of complaints from dissatisfied customers. Usually when we buy a product that turns out to be faulty, we make complaints to the manufacturers. Now let's move to these two situations here and see how these people can express and respond to complaints. So we have a smoker and we have a person who is not satisfied with the smoke or the situation of, being around a smoker. So he's going to say, "Excuse me, but I'm allergic to cigarette smoke. Excuse me, but I'm allergic to cigarette smoke." So here he is making a complaint using this expression, "Excuse me, but." Excuse me, but. Now the smoker is going to respond to the complaint by saying, "Oh, I am really sorry. I will put it out." "Oh, I am really sorry. I will put it out." So he actually accepted and apologized to the other person. Now, this situation is between a customer and a salesperson. The customer is going to say, "I'm sorry to say this, but this jacket changed color after I had washed it with my blue jeans. Can I get a refund?" A refund is when you ask for your money back because you're no longer satisfied with a product. So the salesperson is going to reply by saying, "I'm sorry, but this is not accepted. You should have followed the washing instructions." So it is actually the customer's fault that the jacket was ruined because he washed it with another color or a piece of clothing that was of another color. Okay, so in this case, the complaint was rejected and the salesperson used this expression to do so. "I'm sorry, but this is not accepted." So let's move on to this chart to see some examples or some expressions of making complaints and how we can respond to them, whether by accepting or rejecting them. So in order to make a complaint, you can say something like, "I'm sorry, but I have a complaint to make." "I'm sorry, but I have a complaint to make." Or you can say, "I just don't know how to say it, but." "I just don't know how to say it, but." You can also say something like, "I hate to tell you this, but." "I hate to tell you this, but." Or you can say, "I'm sorry to say this, but." "I'm sorry to say this, but." You can also say, "I'm not satisfied with." "I'm not satisfied with." The last expression you can use is, "Excuse me, but." "Excuse me, but." Now, in case your complaint is accepted, the other person is going to say, "I'm sorry about that." "I'm sorry about that." Or they can say, "I can't tell you how sorry I am." "I can't tell you how sorry I am." They can also say, "Oh, I am really sorry." "Oh, I am really sorry." Or they can say, "It's all my fault." "It's all my fault." Also, "I'm so sorry, but this will never happen again." "I'm so sorry, but this will never happen again." Now, in case they reject your complaint, they're going to say, "I am afraid there is nothing we can do about it." "I am afraid there is nothing we can do about it." Or, "I'm sorry, but there isn't much we can do about it." "I'm sorry, but there isn't much we can do about it." The last expression here is, I'm sorry, but this is not accepted. I'm sorry, but this is not accepted. Let's move to some exercises. Complete the following exchange appropriately. So here we have a situation that is happening between a student and a headmaster. So the situation is you don't have a cafeteria in your school. The student is going to complain by saying, I just don't know how to say it, but we need a cafeteria in our school. I just don't know how to say it, but we need a cafeteria in our school. And the headmaster is going to reply by saying, I'm sorry about that, we will build one soon. I'm sorry about that, we will build one soon. We have another situation where your neighbor's TV is too loud and you can't sleep. So you're going to complain by saying, I am sorry to tell you this, but your TV is too loud and I can't sleep. Your neighbor is going to accept your complaint and say, oh, I'm really sorry, I will turn it down. The last situation we have is at a restaurant where you ordered a pizza but it was too salty. So you're going to complain to the waiter and then the waiter is going to accept your complaint. So you're going to say, I'm sorry to say this, but this pizza is too salty. I'm sorry to say this, but this pizza is too salty. The waiter is going to say, I'm sorry about that, I will bring you another one right away. I'm sorry about that, I will bring you another pizza right away. So thank you very much for your attention. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe, like and share it with your friends, and don't forget to join me on Facebook, and see you next time in the next lesson.